Hello. Good afternoon, dear participants and our invited speaker, Bala sir. Good afternoon, Bala sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. So you can on your video, sir. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. So before proceeding, I just want to brief my audience that we have a functional e-cell. The Galgotias University has functional e-cell and established in 2016, as well as we have established our Institute Innovation Council in 2018. We have conducted approximately 35 program in 18-19 academic year. We have conducted about 58 events in the academic year of 19-20. We have also conducted more than 70 program in academic year 2021, and this year in 2021 we have also achieved Q1 and Q2 activity of Ministry of Education, IIC. In this semester, we have also organized about 17 activity related to the self-driven activity, MIC driven activity, as well as calendar activity. So I would like to welcome our speaker, Professor Bala Murugan. Professor Bala Murugan is currently working as professor in the School of Computing Science and Engineering at Galgotias University, Greater Noida. His contribution focus on engineering education, blockchain, and data science. His academic degree and 12 years of experience working as a faculty in a global university like VIT Vellore. He made him more respected and prominent in his domain. He does have 200 plus high impact factor in Springer, Elsevier, and IEEE. He has done more than 50 edited and authored book in collaborated with the eminent professor across the world from the top QS ranking. Professor Bala Murugan has served up to the position of associate professor in his stint of 12 years of experience. He has completed his bachelor, master, and PhD degree from the top premier institute of the India. His passion is teaching and adopt different design thinking principle while delivering his lecture. He has published more than 30 books on various technology and visited 15 plus countries for his technical course. He has several top-notch conferences in his resume and has published over 200 of quality journal, conference, and book chapter. He served in the advisory committee of several startup and forum and does consultancy work for the industry as well. He has given about 175 talks in various events and symposium. He is currently working as a professor and chief research coordinator at Galgotias University. So I would like to welcome our speaker, Professor Bala Murugan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gaurav sir, for your very kind words. It is indeed my pleasure to do a program for Institutions Innovation Council headed by you, sir. And I also thank Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am and other dignitaries for letting me to speak. So please kindly allow me to share my screen so that I can start my lecture, sir.
Yes, sir. You can share your screen.
Okay, and I think uh, my PPT is visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm audible, all that stuff. In case if I am not audible, you can just give me a call. I have my phone near me, sir. Okay. Anyway, very good afternoon, audience. We have almost 93 audiences, almost 100, and quickly maybe when we go for the introduction, we will get more people, and many are waiting in the waiting rooms also. Okay, so like you would have seen multiple number of webinars that are on Startup India, or how to do a pitching of an idea, or how to like look for angel funders, or how you have to go for innovation, how you have to go for IPO, or all this stuff. But when I was speaking to Dr. Gaurav, I was like asking him, why can't we do a lecture on how to do a registration on Startup India? Like you have a website called Startup India that is promoting all the startups in India, or people who are staying outside India coming to India and doing any kind of like startups. So not many lectures have been happened this way. So we are experimenting with this lecture where I'll be helping you like and saying like what are the things that you need to have a startup. Okay, so like when you go for top US universities like Harvard, Massachusetts, Oxford, and top universities where students and faculty studies, we can see most of the faculty will have startups. And I think you agree with it, because startup is not a business kind of thing, but it's part of the innovation activity you are doing, and it is not only concerned with money. Please understand it. Startup yields money, but it is not only concerned with money, it is concerned with innovation. So if you're really an innovator and if you want to grow your innovation, then you should be having an idea. So mostly like people are going for patent, or are going for research purpose, or people are going for any other kind of project activities. But like they put a lot of energy into it, but they don't materialize it. They just stop doing a patent, or they just stop doing a paper, or end up doing a project. They don't record it. Okay, so like this was been happening for long years. So the government of India has decided, okay, so why can't we materialize the innovations that we are doing like in Western countries? So if you take Western countries, all the startups that are number one, two, three, like if you take Facebook or Google or Apple, all have been decided during their graduate days. Okay, so when they were with their alma mater, like maybe Stanford University, Harvard University, they thought about a small idea, and they pitched upon idea. They found the right investor, and they made this kind of profits. Okay, so not only about that, but they have changed the way by means of their disruptive technology. So they have awesome disruptive technologies, and with the help of this disruptive technology, they have changed the whole world. And I don't want to speak about Uber, or I don't want to speak about Zomato, all that stuff, because you would have heard lot and lot from multiple lectures. Okay, got it. So like why a person needs to have a startup. Okay, so like you can ask me why I need to have a startup and why I need to register through Government of India. So if I want have an idea, I will implement myself, and I can just go through it. So you can think like that, but it's not that easy. So for example, you manufacture a shirt. Okay, so you just call it a thermal shirt or something. It may be available in the market, but still you manufacture a thermal state, a shirt, and you want to sell it in the market. So where you will sell? Okay, so you just imagine you make 15 shirts of it, like you have self-stitched yourself. You have some thermal coatings inside it, which so the shirt can be charged, and once it is on or off buttons can be kept, and once it is on, you will be getting the needed heat that is that will make you warm, that will keep you warm during your winter days. So if it is a concept like that, so okay, you have done it. You have done extent thorough research over Google. You have found out the sensors that are needed. You have kept it. You have even made a prototype, everything. Now it's okay. So when you put in a market, you can't go to the streets and sell. Even if you go to the streets and sell in footpath, it is not easy. Okay, so there are certain norms. People will not only people, the authorities will ask who gave you the permission to sell it. or if you want to go to sell in a shop, okay, there again there is a lot of problems coming up in terms of finance, like what about your GST, what about your taxes, who made it, what about your design rights, everything. Okay, so in order to uh, like give a full stop to all this stuff and make sure your product is getting to the market very easily, we have Startup India. Now you should have understood it. Otherwise, nobody need to do any registration, or no need to have any SIN, PIN or TIN numbers, or any Udyog Aadhaar number. Okay, so it's not necessary. But once you want to scale up your business from just an incubation to a bigger prospects, you have to follow a certain process so that you will not be stuck somewhere. Okay, so we are going to see how this process of registering this startup will help you to make this much better. Okay, let's go to the topic. So I have given my number also, so you will be able to, you can just take a snapshot of this, and if you have any doubt you can WhatsApp me, or if you want to discuss about any innovative ideas for startups, you will be able to connect with me, and I also have given my email ID. All right. So let's go to the website. So as I told, it is a live thing. Like I'm going to the website of Startup India. Okay. So how you can go? Like, so you can go to Google. Okay. So I'm going directly to Google. Okay. So here I'm typing Startup India. Okay. Got it. So it comes, if you're feeling lucky, automatically or not, still it will come as a first site because it has a very good page ranking. Okay, so this is the website where we are going to deal with today. And I'm going to explain each and every part of this website. Okay, so something is popping up. Let's see, like, so they are already calling applications for all the startups uh, that has been done before, and they are going to give an award for it. Okay, so they are ready to give an award for all the startups. Okay, so how they measure it, which software, which startup has already got the product to the market, and which is already a hit, and they have paid all the taxes, and they have done all the regularities, and they have complied with all the process, schemes and policies, all the stuff. Okay, lovely. We will see about the awards, national startup awards that was given on during January 2021, and it was awarded for startups basically that has come during 2020. Okay, so I will also give you a brief about the companies that were awarded, so you will be getting to know easily so what kind of startups are already a hit, because giving an award by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, okay, MCA, is not that easy. Plus the Department of for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, okay, we call as DPII. Okay, so they carefully segregate and they will give it. Okay, so let's close about it. So this is the website, and this website is under the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. This is, it may be a general knowledge, but still you should know it. Okay, so and this website has multiple languages, and I'm choosing English. Okay, let me go about the website. So this Startup India has been from a long time, from 2015-16 onwards. Okay, got it. But and it has been optimized. Okay, so like you can see when I show you the PPT, you will be knowing what are the documents they were asking long back has been cut down, and they are asking very less number of documents now, so that making the startup culture better in India, so that people will not be going here and there. So it's an one in all in one website where you can see that. Correct. So like you can see about like, so you can, what is this portal? They have given a complete reading about the portal. Okay, so like this website can be used for you to network. For example, what do you mean by network here at this site is like, if you have an idea but you do not have money to make the idea happen or make a prototype happen, you can find out angel investor out there, and they have given their name, address and all that stuff, and they are also have given their likings. Okay, so I am right now interested to invest in edutech technologies. I am liking to invest in agriculture technology or agriculture. I want to look out for some healthcare technology. So they have their own likings, and they have certain things where they can invest for you. Okay, so networking is very much easy. Or you want to make a product and you are good at particular skills, and you want to collaborate with somebody else who is in need of some other particular skill which you have, but he has a varied skills. So this kind of collaborations can happen. Okay, so and after that there are a lot of challenges that are happening, like how we have Smart India Hackathon. Here in Startup India also there are multiple challenges of making an idea or making a product out to the market happens. So as a student, you will be able to participate in that. As a faculty, you can mentor the students to participate in it and make sure they win the contest. Okay, so it doesn't only bring you academic laurels, but it also will bring you the ultimate pitching for you to get into a startup. Okay. So and after that, this can also be used for accessing a lot of tools. Got it? So what do you mean by tools here? So if I want to go for a registration, or if I want to find out a physical space for my startup, or if I want to tie up with an industry so that I can make a small part of for a car, which has been done innovatively. So here I can access multiple industry, and lot of other ministries that are attached with commerce ministries are also part of this website. So we'll be able to access all that. So I'm repeating again, we can network, we can participate, we can access all that stuff. And here, if you see who can come into this website, so who can come into this website and who can register you. Okay, so when we see this, we can easily find out. We can have startups people like coming here, and you can like you have here 50,000 plus startups here. Okay, do not forget we have 50,000 plus startups here. Okay, so we can, the investors who likes to invest here can also be part of this. Okay, so who can come into the website? Who are all of very useful when this they look at this website? Okay, so you can see people who wants to have startup can come into this website. Who want to connect with other startup ecosystem, they can come into this website. And who want to invest in other startups, they can come into this website. So they are called as investors. So like they can be an individual investor or institutional investor. You are hearing like bigger companies like Tata, Brilla, or Reliance, they are looking for smaller startups and they are ready to invest also. Not only them, there are a lot of other people. So there are mentors, okay, so who already have knowledge of startups. They have done some projects, they have done some products. So they are also here. So you will be able to network with them, and you will be able to know like what kind of advice should be done, because it's not only technological or innovation type, but since money is also involved, it also need extra care. And since you are going to take it into market, so you need extra knowledge which you do not have much, maybe, or it can be acquired from other people. So all these people are very much needed. After that, you have incubators. So you know about incubation. Like incubation is a space where you can like make your idea into a product and then get it into a normal limited company. But so you will be able to, incubators can also be part of this website. They can have the registration done, and they can connect with government, private, or institutional incubators. So any institution can also have like incubators. So most of the good universities, top universities, they have TBI, Technology Business Incubator. Even our university is going to have in very soon. Like then we have accelerator. So there are three terms that are used, like startups, incubators, and accelerators. Okay, so they take different forms. Okay, so how fast they scale up and get the product into industry, accordingly they have divided. Okay, then a lot of government bodies also part of this. You can see like there are 30 plus government body are here. Got it? So like Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Science and Technology, Electronics and Information Technology, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Ministry of Skill Development. Like that, there are so many people are connected here, because whenever you do a certain kind of business using a incubation or startup, you have to somehow overlap with any of these industries. So there might be a possibility if you are making an organic fertilizer as a part of your startup, and this fertilizer is to be sold out in the market. So you can't just sell it easily, but there are certain approvals and sanctions that has to be done by multiple people who are industries, or government agency who are concerned with it. So you have to go through it and understand it. Okay, for this, all these people, there will be a SPOC from each of this ministry connected here, and it will be helping for network. Okay, so you have to go through each and everything of the website to understand more. Okay, so let me go for the startup. Okay, so when I click on network and I click on startup, so you can find out all the startups that have been gone through the process of registration, getting all the steps done, and already getting it running. Okay, so you can't say all the startups may be successful. Okay, so and I am also giving you a caution that most of the startups are not very successful. Got it? But some of the I can say like more than 20 to 30% of the startups are very successful because they're very serious. Others just register and have their numbers uh, for any other purpose. But if it has been rightly done, then all the startups will become a proper full-fledged company. Okay, so when I see this list, you have almost 1,88,040 startups here, the overall startups. And you can filter the startups by means of the state. Okay, so if you go for um, southern states or northern states, the way they are looking at the innovation is very different. Okay, so you can categorize according to industry also. They're given a proper thing. Okay, so there are startups related to education, startups related to enterprise software and event management, startups, fashion, finance technology, foods and beverages, green technology, healthcare, life sciences, normal household services, landscape startups, IoT, logistics, marketing, media and entertainment, nanotechnology, non renewable energy, other specialty retailers, and it goes on. Passenger experiences, startups based upon pets and animals, professional commercial services, real estate, renewable energy, robotics, social impact, sports, technology hardware. I can see a lot of startups on technology hardware, basically with IoT as background, toys and games, travel, waste management. Alright, so you can even understand by seeing the startup what kind of projects you should be doing in your university. Okay, so this will not only will give you a startup idea, but you will be very much aware of what kind of things are going in the startup culture. So You will also know what kind of products will come to the market. Okay, so now if somebody is having a startup, within 1 or 2 years, they will be coming out with an outcome that will be coming as a product outside. Got it? So you can get A to Z of the like startups, and it is also concerned with the city. Okay, so if I'm going for a city, and we have already got a news before a week that Delhi has become a number one in startup culture, beating Bangalore. All right, so you can easily find out what are the startups that have been happening in Delhi. Okay, let me click it and we can understand it. So I'm going for the D series after A and B, and DA is gone and I have DE with us. So you can see all these startups. Okay, so like they have also given you different statements here. For example, Reformist Food Private Limited. You can see it is in scaling phase. Sri Om Enterprises, it is an ideation phase. You got it. So, like Vikramaditya, the name of the company is like that. You have in early traction state. Got it. So, like that, you can easily find out what phase people or the companies are there. Okay, so you have to understand the words. Got it. So, like that, you can filter everything and you can find out. Got it. Let's go to the next page. We were here of the website. Okay, so we saw how to network, how to participate, how to access. And I told you that here all these people can be together: startups, investors, mentors, incubators, accelerators, and government bodies. All right. So I clicked upon startups already and you can understand. Let me go for the investor. Okay, so you have this many number of investors here, and they have clearly given you like what are the things they're expecting. All right. So, for example, somebody is interested to invest in analytics, advertising, AR, VR, that is augmented and virtual reality, automotives. So they have given. So if they have given the names, all that stuff, let me check. Somebody is interested in financial technology. Okay, so you just go to the page. So they have given completely about the guy who wants to invest. So like they have given the email ID and they have registered themselves with SEBI. Correct. So they have given a term called SEBI in registered. Okay. So if you want to become an investor, you can like go to SEBI website and you can register also. So got it. So you have for that, you can go, there is a recognition form for that. You will be able to apply here. But this is uh, out of our topic, but I just want to keep an open end so that you will be knowing, okay, what is what. Okay, so Securities and Exchange Board of India is called as SEBI. You know about it. Got it? Okay, so we were here. So this guy by name Anil, like he is an explorer and he is also an investor. Okay, and he has a company himself which will be investing, and he's focusing on financial technology. Okay, so what do you mean financial technology? There are a lot of companies that understand finance, that doing analytics on finance, or doing security for financial transaction like blockchain, Bitcoin, all that stuff. So somebody is involved in it. Okay, so like he is also a consultant who will be doing consulting, e-commerce, markets, place, all that stuff. Got it? So they have given the overview of him and they have given clearly his phone number and point of contact. Okay, so please check. Not many people can will go through this website line by line. But if you're serious and if you have really an idea, you will be able to search, and you will be searching. And they have given the point of contact for him, and they have given his phone number also. If he has a website or if he has a portfolio, we can see that also. And like that you will be able to see multiple things here. Got it? So from here we went, so I'm going back. Okay, I'm going back to the home page again. Got it? So we saw the startups, we are seeing the investor. Let me go to the mentors. Okay. So if you have some doubts, like how to design a product, so you have an idea, but you do not know how to design the product. Okay. So I have an idea of a pencil. So which if I write in the air, still it will be like noting everything in a pen drive that is kept over the pencil. So I have an idea, like I have understood the technology. So maybe by keeping a motion sensor, whatever I write, it will be able to find out all that stuff, and I have done. But I have it in a place like that. It is in a non-usable, like in a non-usable or feasible state. So it is just a working model. It may be looking very odd. Okay, but if I need to make a design of it, so who I have to contact? Got it. So otherwise, so if I want to sell it to market, first how I have to manufacture is where I will go to sell. What is the supply chain that already exists? How I can put my product over the supply chain. Got it. So like that, many doubts will be there. Okay. So in order to get the doubts cleared, they have given you mentors. So who may be also an investor but also a mentor themselves. Okay, so when you go for this mentoring, you can see multiple industry mentors. Again, I read out a lot of keywords to you before 5 minutes, talking about chemical, computer vision, construction, design materials, education, all that stuff. Got it. So taking that into account, they have almost 700 plus mentors who are formally equipped to solve your doubts, clear your doubts, and solve your problem. Okay, so let me click on someone like who was like put on the first place. Okay, so like you can see the profile of this. So if you are going to make an agriculture technological problem, or if you are going to work on animal husbandry or dairy farming, okay, which is also a part of the startup, or if you are going to make an equipment that will make like feeding an animal very easy, or like making a process in animal husbandry very easy, so you can connect with this person, Mr. Padma Kumar Ananda Krishnan. Got it. So like you can see, like he is having 30 plus years of corporate experience in bigger companies like Microsoft, Hindustan Unilever, HTC, all that stuff. Okay, got it. So like he will be giving a training, or he will be giving an enterprise consulting or startup coaching or leadership or behavioral training. Got it. So like you can like get things from him, all that stuff. Okay, so like so you can see he not only works here, he works for all ideation, validation, and early traction. Got it. And he is focusing on much of the sectors. Got it. So like that will be okay. So like that we have multiple number of mentors listed here according to the different thing. And these people are not, this website is not only for Indians but also people from outside the country. So if some of your relatives are there in Australia and they want to have a startup, they want to like invest some money in India for making a thing, and you can partner with them and you will be able to also become and start a startup. Okay, that is also possible. They can also, or so like the other thing is like you also can have your own startup with them, or they can have independently an international startup in India. What? So like you can see like you have a lot of mentors here which can be used. Okay, so when you're free, you can just go through. For example, if you're interested only in agriculture based technology or something else, then you can find out these are the mentors are as I have filtered in agriculture. Then after that, if I'm going to for a sector, okay, so if I'm taking for any sector, first industry is there, I can go for agriculture tech. I can get only the people who are there. Then stage, what stage you want to go for mentoring in ideation stage or validation stage or already traction stage or scaling stage. Scaling means like if I want to make a full-fledged company. So like you are looking for some winner badge, like you are somebody has won that kind of challenges or hackathon kind of events. Okay, so if I'm going for any one such like that, I can find out people out there also. Okay, and I can also choose by state and cities. Okay, I think you're okay with this mentoring part. Okay, so I'm closing this tab. Okay, so now we are going for incubators. Okay, already there are a lot of incubators that are there. But so, for example, you can see that if you want to means if you want to work in an incubator or startup, that is also possible. But you should need to know the list of incubators that are in India. Okay, so here you can easily know. So, like Bannari Institute of Technology, BIT TBA, they have. Okay, so they are focusing on AR VR kind of technology. Not let me click on it. But so this is, as I told, Bannari Institute of Technology. So they have a government-sponsored TBA. So they have written government-funded TBA. Okay, so they have got um, financial support in 2007. Got it. So like they are working towards agro, industrial, and rural sectors. But so like so you can see the focus industry they are working: AR, VR, augmented and virtual reality, agriculture, artificial intelligence, green technology, and they are focusing on certain sectors like agri-tech, animal husbandry, dairy farming, fisheries, food processing, all that stuff. And they have all the startup stages. They have the ideation stage, validation stage, early traction, and scaling stage. Okay, so you can even understand what kind of work they are having. Okay. So they have these startups coming out of this incubators. Please understand it. So these are the some startups that would have been done by the students or faculties, or combination of both. Both. Okay. So you can go to the website and also see. Okay, what kind of startup has come out of this TBA. Now you understand it. Technology Business Incubator is a place from which all startups originate. Okay, so incubates. Got it. So this is something that they have, that startup has done. Okay, so they have already got a lot of products. You can see, like you can see, okay, like this it keeps going. So I was just taking the one startup incubator, like then many startup incubator. Let's see someone in Noida or Greater Noida, or someone in Greater Noida. Let's check who are having it. So how to check? I have already told you. We can go for cities. Let me check with Noida. Okay, so I
Sorry to interrupt, Bala sir. Sorry.
will.
You can off your video, sir, because your bandwidth is low. So yes,
Thank
yes.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
See, when we go for Noida, we can see this kind of um, startups are going up. Okay, so these are that. Okay, so these are the places of incubation. So what, as a student, you can ask me a question, sir. What I need to do by this incubation? You can easily find out what are the products that are being done in this incubation. Okay, and there is a possibility of employment in it, or an internship in that TBA also, because they have projects. So, like if you take the top NARF ranked university, they have incubator. See, you can have Amity's technology incubator. Let's check it. What is that they have? Okay, you can see easily, like, so they focus on AR, VR, agriculture, chemicals, all that stuff. You can see that, and you can see the portfolio and other companies that has come out. Here you can see a plenty of startup already is there. Okay, so they have entered this incubation in September 2020. Okay, so let's check on this so that you will understand how this happens. Okay, so this guys have come out some with a product called PDoc. Okay, so like what is that they are doing? They have affordable remote diagnosis solution. They have real-time diagnosis using audio visual symptoms. What do you mean by audio visual symptoms? So if somebody, you have a Zoom call running now. So what if the speaker or other people cough? So is there any equipment that is available as a part of Zoom coding which will say like, okay, this guy is having certain disease. The way I speak can find out my modulation and I can find the health. Okay, so that is how, not physically understanding, but with the help of the audio, they are understanding like that. Okay, so they have done so much of things like that. Okay, and most of the products I can see like it is based upon artificial intelligence. Okay, got it. So like they are using AI. So you can see, as I said rightly, AI can now identify cough enough. Like let's see the products they have. So they have some products, and I hope they have put it into use. So they have mobile where you can cough. This is the normal idea, and they have also given some sound test automatically. So it's a live example I think they have given. So you will be able to understand and do this. Okay, so they have given also the sample. Okay, let's test it. So I just coughed it. This test analyzes your cough using AI to detect COVID-19. Your cough is compared against 5,000 existing COVID positive coughs to detect this pattern. Okay, so test COVID, let me check. Okay, got it. So like you can see that. So they are analyzing my cough. Let me check for the result. Okay, so we have 49% done. Okay, so you can see that. So these logos you can see, patent is pending. Okay, so it means they have made a product, and after that they have almost understood it. Something went wrong. It's okay. Let's not waste time on it. Okay, so they have done a patent on it, and they have filed it, but they haven't got it published. Got it? It means like, for example, if I can understand how their code works and I can do another product on my own, then I can sell it much better than them if I have a better marketing skills. So in order to avoid it, whenever they have an idea, they will be parallelly patenting it. Please understand it. They will be patenting it. Okay. And you have another logo. Okay, recognized by Government of India. They have given DPIIT. So I already told about DPIIT. What is DPIIT? Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Okay, DPIIT. Do not forget it, because it's not just a word, but you have to understand it. Okay, so this means this startup is registered with MHRD, Startup India, and they have also given got a sanction letter from DPIIT, and they are also having a patent for the technology which they are using it. Okay, so now they have clearly said what kind of things they are using. Okay, so they are using artificial intelligence powered by Google AI. Means anybody can use a collab or any other Google AI components to make it better. And they are using this logo made in India, which is again a sellable point. Whenever you use this logo, it's going to be really sellable across any other part of the globe. Okay, so if you make a global product, okay, it can be a small app or it can be a big turbine you are going to manufacture, whatever it is, by means of an idea, it's going to be. Okay, so they have done this under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, because this is coming under computer science and electronics. Okay, got it. So they are mighty startup here, and they have incubated this product under Amity University, and they also have got some collaboration with other institute or hospital. So it's a healthcare product. You got it. Now you can see. Okay, you can understand the whole ecosystem. How this, if you are making a product, there are a lot of sanctions and clauses that has to be followed, and we are following it. So I'm closing this. Okay, so this was, we went to the incubation of Amity University, and we saw some of this done. Okay, let's go to the gallery. Not many is there. Got it? Okay, so I'm closing this. I'm closing this. Okay, so back to pavilion. Got it? So we have seen about startups, investors, mentors, incubators, accelerators. So now you will get, slowly you will understand it. Okay, so these are the accelerators that are there. Got it. So you can see there are accelerators near your place of living also. You can have almost, there are 150 plus accelerators. Again, I'm going to see something in Noida. Got it? See, you can see this are the accelerators that are there in Noida. Let me check upon this JSS. Got it? So JSS again, um, they have this accelerator. Okay, so it is again information technology business incubator. So they have started in 2000, and they are working upon innovations and plug and play facility, all that stuff. They are working on computer vision. What do you mean by computer vision? You all know about it. Like how going to make use of, yeah, ecosystem for EAR, VR, or 3D modeling or image reconstruction to happen. Okay, so that technology, financial technology, all that stuff, and they can see there's not much happening. I think so, or maybe they would not have accepted. They have current incubators. You can see that. Okay, so I think this information is more than enough for you. Okay, got it. Got it. So we are only in the abode state. We have seen so much of understanding of this process of this. Got it. Okay. So you have a knowledge bank for startups. What do you mean by knowledge bank? Okay. So not many people as a student will even know the keywords. Got it. So there are certain buzzwords or keywords or slangs that are used in different places. For example, if you are in research, then you will be the buzzwords or keywords may be impact factor, citation, SNR value, H index. These are something every researcher knows. And if you're in a coding, you will be using your words like GitHub, like platforms, ecosystem, or like IDE, like that. Many jargons that are used by mostly coders. And if you are in academics, you will be using certain jargons like that. When you want to go for a startup and other thing, there are certain jargons which you will learn only by connecting with people who are oriented towards incubation, like startup and all that process. Got it? So this website will be functioning as a knowledge bank for all the startups and all the services, whatever you want. It's a one-step website, I told, like, or so like how you have a Netflix where you want to watch any genre of movies. Similarly, the startup India will have everything inside it. So every template, so everything is templated. Means whenever you want to do a process, it has to be templated. So every templates for every situation, right from HR thing or finance or customer support or customer complaint, like regressal or any lawsuits, or if you have a partner and they want to go off apart, anything can be done inside it. So as I already told you, all the ministries including the law ministry are part of the startup India. So everything is there. Okay. So you have online courses, you can be able to. So if you're not even having an intention to have a startup, still you can be part of it, and you can use this as a learning platform. Got it? So you also have innovation challenges happening very frequently. Okay. So and they have given very good FAQs. What is Startup India? How do investors add values to startups? And what kind of tax assumptions the startup India will give to the investors, and how to raise funds, how to recruit talent. You just need not even have idea. There are people who have idea inside. There are people who have money inside. There are people who can do products. So you can be a liaison agent to combine all these people together to come out with some targets also. So marketing activity people all are there. So why you have to invest in startups? They have given a very good thing because you can see it is very outperforming and you can get 75% of the results. How to have a registration
in the hub, which we'll be doing lively. I will show you how to register all that stuff. But without understanding the basic, if you just use it as just creating an email ID, then it will not be useful. Okay, how to connect with other people. So how a foreign company, for example, you just imagine there is a company in Italy. It's a very good startup. They have all the concept prototype ready. So same thing they can't sell in India unless they do register their product and process through Startup India. So how to do that? Okay, so if you are an Indian, you will be giving your Aadhaar card, PAN card number. But if you are an NRA, what you have to give, and if you are a non-citizen of India, what you have to give. Everything is clearly written on the FAQs. Okay, so you're done with page one. Okay, you can see this resources. Got it? So when you go for this resources, you can see plenty of courses here. I was just checking the courses, what kind of courses are there, and all the courses are really good. Like I went through some courses, I found it very interesting, and most of the courses, like even they have courses on how to use uh, social media to transform your product, and they have how to become an entrepreneur till managing security in finance, HR, all that stuff. Okay, got it. So they have categories of lectures, and again all the categories whatever you mention are already given, so you can make use of it. And in the resource they have given an ultimate book. Okay, so by reading it you will be able to understand everything. Got it? So like um, they also do have a blog site where you can write about it, your thoughts, all that stuff, and your name and your Galgotias University name also will be reflected there. So that might be worth $1 worth of contribution towards this big contribution made by very senior people, but still it is a contribution. Got it? So you can see all the resources. They have given other submits like param, like they have given an international submit, so you can just go through it again. Got it? So if you go for resources, they have given all the reports. So like if you want to file a patent, so I need not to go anywhere, so I can just click on it, and I will be redirected to IPR Office of India, or I can say like IP India. Okay, so that is again under the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. So DP IIT, okay, which we are already mentioned third time. Okay, so here I'm clicking. Okay, so I have list of facilitators for patent and design filing. Okay, so they have a new scheme under that how to file it. But so like if I'm designing something, okay, so we have different types of patents available. I want to say at this moment. So what are the types of patent? We have innovation patent, utility patent, design patent. Okay, so if you are designing a pen, a novel pen, or if you are designing a novel water bottle, or if you're designing a novel chair, and you claim that should belong only to me, and like I'm going to manufacture this chair. So what you have to do, you before you make a product out in the market, you have to like patent it. Alright, so you have to design patent it as it is a design of the chair. Alright. So once you do the design patent, it means like even if you put in market, and it can be easily like copyable, or it can be like made redundant, or it can be easily edited to make a better one. Still you will have the core copyright. Okay, so who you have to add, or who you have to like look at, who are the facilitators, they are available for patent and design. Okay, so they have given what complete details, or they have given the email ID and phone number. They are just one step away to you. Okay, so this patent guys, so they will be able to patent your thing. Okay, and you can search, for example, if you are in Greater Noida, let me check. Okay, so many people in Greater Noida, I can see that. Got it? And if you want to do a patent on pharmaceutical, these guys are there. And these people are registered people with Government of India. So they might be a patent agent or patent attorney. Got it? So you can go to them and you'll be able to do that. Okay, so in the resources, they have given list of patent facilitators. If you want to have a logo for a company or a trademark, who are the people who are known to it? I don't want to click it again. So market research report. So this is something is I saw is really nice. Got it. So at the same place you have so much amount of knowledge. Like I feel really it is just a digest, like very easy. Okay, and there are top organizations that are concerned with startup and economics of India, like NASCOM. You can even be part of NASCOM and you can be like all a member of NASCOM. There are other things like TI, FICCI, like that many big like forums or this or forums or that. Got it? So you will be able to like talk with them or meet them and understand what is the thing that they are having. Okay, got it. So like I clicked upon this. Let me go for startup ecosystem surveys and best ideas. Okay, so now it is asking, since I'm in this website for a longer time, it is asking me to register. Okay, so let me register. I have already registered. Okay, let me log in. So you can use your Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, anything to log in. There is no problem. And I need not explain you the steps because it's just a small registration form and it doesn't ask you anything at all. Got it? So once I go into the website, you can see you people are there with me. Okay, good. Okay, so once I get into the website, I can see I have logged in. So I can choose the country from which I am. Okay. So I am from India. Got it. So here, these are the things that are there. Okay, got it. So we can go through this and you have to select one of this. Got it. So you can be an individual. You don't have any intention to come into the website. You just here to explore things. Like you are here to know the government schemes, if there is anything available. Maybe you are just want to explore things. You are not very serious about it. Stage one. Then you can call yourself as an individual. Okay. And the other thing, you have a lot of knowledge and you want to mentor somebody. You feel like, see, I am very good in making drones. I have extensively studied in depth of what is drone, how it can be operated, what are the different types of drones, what kind of circuits is being used, what are the electrical necessities and battery necessities of a drone, how I have to manufacture or design a fin. But I do not um, haven't done it really. So I need an environment where I can put my knowledge, and I have people who will be able to design the drone and put it as a prototype. Then I can become mentor. So you can be a mentor here. So you can also get into as an accelerator. Okay, so like I told no, like who are investors, seed inventors. Okay, there are government-based accelerators or private accelerators. So you can come from an institution. Like institution is not only university. Any company can also be called as institution. Got it? So you can come through like that. Any corporate, for example, I told the top companies of India, like even Adani, all that people group can also come into as corporate and they can register. So if I click, I'll get into that. So I can just come out for making a startup. Okay, so I want to create a startup. Okay, and you can start an incubator where other people can work and get trained and get seed funded, all this stuff. Or I'm an individual investor or a government body. Okay, so let me check with individual. Let me check. Okay, so I clicked upon this. So once I clicked upon this, I'm going for next step. All right. So it is asking. So I can upload my profile picture. My name is Bala, so it's written. I can write about it. My age, occupation, investment. Okay. Shall we do this? Yeah, let's do. You can go like, let me go for it. Got it? So about myself, let me check. Just taking my short profile. I'm just putting it. Maybe it will accept. My age is 43. Occupation. So you can see the occupation. You can, as a student, you can like you can be part of it. As a professional, you can be part of it. As an entrepreneur, you can be part of it. You can be part as an investor, incubator, mentor. Okay, so I'm just want. So I'm working, having a job. So what kind of work I'm doing? I'm working in a government or hyper local or discovery manufacturing. If there is education, I'll put. I can even put research. That will also be app for it, and I can have more than one thing. Engineering. Got it? So I'm going for next step. Let's check.
Sorry, Bala sir, this for the disturbing. Sir, your voice is coming very slow.
Okay,
Uh,
sir. Now it is okay, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir. I will
Thank
keep.
you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. But otherwise, lecture is okay, no, sir?
Super, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So now I'm going for the state. So since I'm in Uttar Pradesh, so I'm taking this state as my state now. Got it? Sorry, if I do fast, it hangs. So I'm clicking upon Uttar Pradesh. After that, I'm selecting the city. I'm from Gautam Buddha Nagar. Got it. So I am choosing Gautam Buddha Nagar, and they have asked, as usual, we will not read it, but still we will read it now. Got it. So like they just ask for the completeness of the information. This is a caution that is always needed, and it is something called as web ethics we have to follow, and it is a government website, so they have to. Nobody is in charge of it, so they have to follow this. So I'm just saving my profile. Got it. So I'm going to my dashboard. A simple thing. Got it. So here again now after I have logged in, I have a different view of the thing. Okay, so let me go. I still about is same, resources is same, network all that is same because I can schemes and policies same, programs all that stuff is same. Got it. So I can participate in any program. I can be a host. I can host my own program. Please understand it. I can apply for award. I can apply for anything else. Got it. So let me go to the dashboard. Okay, got it. So let me click on this Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. Okay, so this is some scheme that is there where I can apply startup also. But let me do one more thing that will again make you understand better. I'm just going for logout. Okay, again I am going to log in. Here I'm putting my username password which I have already stored. Okay, got it. Let me register. So I will show you how to do other parts. Then it will be much easier for you. So here I'm using my Gmail. I don't want to waste much of time of you. So I'm using my official ID, getting into it. Got it? So now I have come to the front page. So now I want to go for a different take. Initially, what I did, I went into the system as an individual. Got it? Please understand it. I clicked upon this. So as an individual, it will show me only things that are needed for me to read and understand. Bus. Got it? But if I go for a startup, let me click on this. Got it? Now it will show me a different way. Got it? Please understand it. Now I'm going for this next step. So I want to have a startup. So now what I have to do, I have to have a company logo, but for time purposes, I'm just adding my photo as a logo. It's okay, I think. So what stage I am in? Okay, either I'm in idea phase, validation phase, or early traction or scaling. So let's think I'm a student. I just have an idea. I haven't validated it also whether it will work or not, or I haven't understood the capability of its working over market or how I can scale it. I don't know, but let me have an ideation phase. So here I already have copied the profile. I'm having it. Is this your institution logo? Yeah, I can still say yes. What is the name of my startup? Okay, so like let me see. Like if I am having a startup, like I want to do a startup for creating a product that will check elderly people's health without they knowing. So I'm already working on it. Like let's think, like elderly people are there at our home, like they have a certain particular pattern of behavior. They get up early in the morning, so they get to uh, go and take the newspaper, take a tumbler of glass, the same glass, they sit in the same chair. They are in a routine, they are institutionalized. Got it? So now what if I make certain products which they touch and feel, from that I can understand their blood flow, oxygen level, all that stuff. So I want to make one such health thing. So let me put health, health, elderly, no, so I can just put, I think there is eld. So let me put eld health tech. Okay, got it. So who is going to fund it? Okay, so it means I do have money, then it is called as funded. I want money from outside, I'm going for bootstrap. Okay, let me put bootstrap. Nest, I'm clicking on nest. Got it. So I'm giving my mobile number. You can also take my mobile number in case of any doubt for you to ask. Website. Okay, it is not compulsory. I do have, but I do not waste time again. Mobile app link. Okay, let me go for the next. Got it. Industry. It should be what I can put analytics, or I have to put healthcare. Okay, I will analytics is part of healthcare. So what I'll be putting is, I'll be putting healthcare related to health. Let me check. It should be there. Healthcare and life sciences sector. Assistive technology, absolutely yes for me. Services, location based or marketplace, peer to peer platform. So it can be for hyper local for anybody. Udyog Yaga. Okay, got it. So like if I want to get a Udyog Yaga Aadhar, I can go here and register. Let me say what is Udyog. Okay, got it. And one more thing, government before few months they have told you need not to have a Udyog Aadhar also, but still don't worry. I will say what is what. Got it. So this is a website from Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and from here you can get your Udyog Aadhar, and you need not to have much of documents in it. All right. So like you can register here for new entrepreneurs who are not registered as an MSME or those with EM2, you can go for it. Or if somebody is already having a different status and they want to migrate here, they can also have it. So they just ask your Aadhaar number and name as per Aadhaar card. and you can validate and general OTP. Okay, this also I will show it for you. Let me take my other card. Okay, sorry for the delay. You can also do the parallelly, guys. 2201433736 okay. I'll be getting an OTP. Let me check it. It's not yet come. Got it. So let me type this OTP 8526. So they are asking for type of organization. So here I do not want to register it. Maybe when I want to do it really, it should not create a problem. But still I will be explaining you. There are different types of organization. Okay, so like private limited, public limited, self-help group, limited liability, it's a society or a trust, or it is your family business. People will say it's my family business, either, or it proprietary or Hindu undivided family like that. Okay, so you have to choose which kind of organization you are going to establish, and you have to type your PAN card. And as a student, you can also have your PAN card. Okay, now we understood how you have to go for Udyog Aadhaar registration. I think you would have understood it. Still, let's go back to our page. Got it. So as I told you, like they have made is not compulsory. Nature of entity. So let me go for it. No problem. Okay. So when I go for this, I will be asking for SIN. Okay. Company identification number. Okay. Got it. So these are certain things you will be learning today. So when I go for SIN number, automatically you have to go for the site called MCA. Here you can register. Again, it's a very small process. Okay, so like here you can register a company, and you will be getting a company identification number. Means every company in India will have a particular identification number so that they can easily track you. Got it? So we have a PAN number and we have a startup. So if you have a startup, it will be having this basic quality which will make it more active and more ongoing. Right? So this is again a small task. Okay, so anybody who knows about forms, you will be able to do it. And I will also take the privilege when I go to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. I will also show you how to do this DSC, because next step we'll have DSC. Okay, it is called as Digital Signature Certificate. So whenever you are doing an online transaction, or if you have manufactured a product and you want to sell it across India, then there might be a lot of contracts that has been done between you and many other multi-party, and you will not be going for any papered one, but you will be going for a paperless transaction. Correct. So during that time, you have to have something called digital certificate. Okay, and there are different classes of digital certificate. So you can get it from Government of India, or there are a lot of agencies which will be giving you. Okay, so if I'm going for acquiring digital certificate, digital signature certificate, and I can have a set of certifying authorities who are eligible. You can get the digital certificate from National Informatics Center. You can get from all these agencies, or there are also private agencies. So otherwise, I can go and put get digital certificate class 1. There are different classes. Class 1 is the highest. But so I can go here. So they'll be giving, I think we have to pay somewhere around 1000, 2000 or 2500. Okay, so this can be used for filing your tax or even filing your patent. So they have given you. So it can be used for filing with GST, like MCA, income tax, tender submissions, or like you can, this is the patent filing. Okay, and more. Right? So as I told, there are, you can take it for an organization if you have a company, or you can take it for an individual. And there are different types of certificate. You can have a signature, encryption, or both together. And how long you need to have the certificate, you can get it. It's just like getting in website portal. And it will be coming as a hard copy to you to home in courier. Got it? So you have to fill a form for it. Like, got it? So the form will be like this. Okay, I'm showing you that also, so that there is nothing left to be told to you. And hopefully there are 100 plus lot of participants here in Zoom and other people. At least 50 to 60 of you will go for your registration of startups. And there is a possibility that if there is some fees involved in it, and if you have a very good an idea, and it is going to be part of Galgotias University, there is a possibility that you can even apply for reimbursement of all the fees that are paying for getting the startup done. There is a possibility, unless your idea is not very bad, you can do it. See, you can, they have applicant name, date of birth, document proofs, either you can give a passport, any one of this. Okay, you got it? PAN card, Aadhaar card, driving license, post office ID card, all this stuff. So you need to have a proof of address. First, proof of identity means you need to have with photo and address. So once you declare and send it online, you'll be getting your digital certificate. Okay, so I'm closing it. I'm closing this also. Okay, again we are going to our place. So you got it. So we have to find out the nature of the entity. For each of the nature, they'll, if I'm going for limited liability, again it is asking for SIN number. If I'm going for registered partnership, it is going for PAN number. So I'll take this. I'm going for next. Got it? So inside startup, I'm registering for a startup where what I'm interested in. I'm interested in all because I like entering everything I am liking. Got it? So let me check it. I don't want to take any chances. I'm going for my storage of profile. Okay, so see, I have used the same mobile number in which I have registered as an individual. Got it? But so it is not accepting as a startup. But otherwise, once I agree with this, I'll be able to go for next step. Okay, so if I go here, now again, I was here and I'm going for a startup. Got it? Similarly, I can go for registration of mentor, incubator, all this stuff. Okay, now let's go here. Now I think everybody understood what is the registration process. Is it so? Now I will explain the same thing in a different perspective so that how you can register for your own. Okay, for that I have also made a PPT which will be working parallelly with it. Okay, got it. So like I told you about Startup India, like it is evolving and many startups are coming year by year, and we are getting into multiple technologies, and more of startups are in AI, biotechnology, and multiple. And what are the facilities government are providing? Okay, so I can't read out every web page. So from the web page, I have taken certain nuances and I have made a PPT. Got it? Okay, so I don't want to talk upon journey of evolution. It's like just a basic knowledge. So how it has evolved, what kind of industry has come and all this stuff. So Startup India recognition, we saw how to register, how to fill the form. Okay, so how to get for Startup India inside the website, we did see, and how interactive it is, like the Startup India website we have seen, and it is also based upon states, there has been a fresh competition going upon between states. I did see a WhatsApp message that said that Andhra Pradesh is the number one state for making the business easy to be conducted. Okay, and other states are also continuing. I just can remember the state is number one, even Maharashtra, all that, because they have made sure even Uttar Pradesh is making things easier, because they make sure whoever comes with money to invest or create a product with environment friendly thing, because there are people who come make a product, they will spoil the environment also. Okay, so like that they have come out with this. But so they are also giving national startup awards, which is again rewarding people who have come out with a different innovative ideas. Got it. So this is small stats. Okay, so you have so many of startups, like 41,317 startups that have been recognized with DPIIT, which we saw. We have gone to all the websites. Okay, and
Uh, Bala sir,
Anji sir.
audience is talking that very low voice is there. So
Okay.
can you please
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
say loudly?
I will speak little low, very low voice. Somebody, Sashank is saying.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
No, no problem, sir. No, it's my duty, sir. Okay, sir. So, you can see, you have 4.5 lakh jobs being created by means of this, and we have almost 4,000 crores of investment that has been made. And you can see we are talking only about the states, but we have gone into 590 plus states. Okay, and I was seeing the results of awards that was given in startup. Okay, given for startups, and during 2020, means they gave in 2021 January, and almost all the states have startups. Even northeastern states have very good number of startups. Got it. So the one good thing I want to say, like if you are like a girl student or a woman faculty, lady faculty, you have more facility to make a startup. And there is a possibility that like you can also spearhead girls in the front to be a pioneer or taking the lead role in the startups. That will make your tax more exempted, and other benefits are also there. Okay, so if you see this, I told you that the startup website is also very much connected with this website, that is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Got it. So here one part is Startup India. You can see I have highlighted here. Okay. So you can see, like, you can go and understand policies, rules, acts, internal corporation if you are from outside the country or inside the country. And you also can know about the Right to Information Act related to Startup India's, how people have used it, all that stuff. Got it. So I think it's okay. Got it. So we have something called Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. Okay, got it. So you can, even if you have a very good innovative idea, and government is also ready to fund you. Okay, they also are ready to give financial assistance other than the angel investor or investors you are looking for. Okay, so if you have a proper proof of concept, POC, prototype development, product trials, market entry, and commercialization. Okay, so this seed money is available for all these levels or phases. Got it? You have to understand it. So what is that requirement? Okay, we have seen through the website, but still, like, for people to understand it, I can say it again through a diagram so that they will not forget it. So you can incorporate your business, you can register with Startup India, you can get DPIIT recognition. So there is an application which we filled, you have to apply it, and there are documents needed for registration. You can go through it, and you can get, once you go through it, you'll be getting a recognition number, which is part of that. You have a startup, so startup will have a trade number or recognition number, and you can work on other area. Okay, so the step one, how to incorporate your business. Okay, so first you have to say whether your business is a private limited or partnership firm or limited liability. Okay, let me explain this. It's very easy to say, but when you go through it, it is in a different perspective. So for that, I am taking you to another website which will really guide you very properly. It is a private website. Got it? So let me go here. Okay. So like you can see that I was explaining you the seven steps. Okay. And I was saying you the first step. Okay. I told you you can either enter as a startup, as a private limited company, or a partnership firm, or a limited liability partnership. So what is a private limited company? Not many people are from management department, so they may not be knowing it. Okay. So you can understand it. So private limited company, what do you mean by this? Okay, so I'll show you that. Okay, so it means it is private to yourself. So what is that I need to get? Okay, got it. So like, so these are the steps I'm going to do if I want to register. I have to purchase a plan. I have to go for a digital signature certificate application, and I have to give a name reservation by means of rent, and I have to file e-forms with ROC, and I can get the incorporation certificate. Got it? So what are the data I need to get this certificate? So we have a website for it. We'll go for it. Passport size photo of directors. So there should be a nomination of directors, address proof of the directors, photo proof, self declaration, no objection certificate. If you are having a physical house or space for doing that, you have a rent agreement or PAN card or Aadhaar card. Got it? So this is a private limited company registration. If I'm going for partnership, means private means I'm going myself. Partnership means there are two friends of mine who are also part of this, and they are also going to contribute it. So when multiple partners decide to term the business, and there are some compliances still there, so for that I have to go for this. So within 10 days I can do it. I have to go for a plan. I have to go for upload of documents. There is a digital vault available with government where I have to upload and give the proof. And here again I have to give this proof: rent agreement, no objection certificate, photo proof. Got it? I think now I have made you very clear. If I'm going for limited liability partnership, means my personal it is different, my company is different. If the company goes for a loss, it doesn't take my personal property. Okay, so it's a firm. Got it? So how it is done? Again, the same step. But since I'm going for a company, only PAN is not needed. I will also need to have other things, deepen LLP and TAN applications. So you can see the ownership proof will be got out of this. Got it? Let us go back to the slide. Now you'll understand. First, you have to understand whether you are going for incorporate your business as a private limited PLC or partnership or limited liability partnership. So there are procedures which I showed you, like obtaining the certificate of incorporations, PAN, and other compliances. Okay. After this is done, you can go online and register with Startup India, because whenever the Startup India is asking for any certificate, you will be able to provide it. We just saw it. So we have to get into register. It will be asking for your OTP. Then after that, your profile has to be created, and you can apply for various things like whether acceleration, incubators, or any other challenges. Got it? Okay, got it. So now the same thing what we saw, I have repeated. After getting registered with Startup India, we have to go for the department DPIIT recognition. Okay, and it also has a small steps, not to get scared. Okay, so here what we are going to do, So we can create a website or we can create a profile about our startup, and we can get for this recognition. Okay, so what is that it gives? Once I get DPIIT recognition, it means that whatever idea I have related to the innovation product, I can make it into IPR, means I can register a patent. So once you have a startup and if you are going for registration of patent, almost 80% of the amount that you have to pay for registering the patent has been waived. Got it? So, and other things, you will be getting relaxation of using resources in using public procurement norms or self-certification under labor. For example, for employing somebody, again, you have to have a certificate that you are not employing children or other people. Like that, we will be getting it. Okay, got it. So easy winding of company. What do you mean? Like you have done incubation, you have come out with the product, and want to close the company. After that, I have to make it into like it can be made into like a public company, all that stuff. Or if I want to like access to funds, or if I go for tax exemption, because all the startups are given tax exemption for 3 years. Got it? And if you work on like all the profit you are getting is for you. Got it? So you can click get recognized on the dashboard button to get it done. So recognition application details all will be viewed, and once you click upon that submit, your startup will be recognized. Got it? So again, I told you this. These are the documents that I have. I needed. So first, you need to have a proof of concept, like what I'm going to do. Like it can be a video, or it can be a document, or it can be a paper published, or it can be patent published. So who is part of that company? Like you can even put mentors from the website, incorporation, registration certificate, which we already got it. Then patent and trademark details, PAN number, all that stuff. Got it. Once you get this recognition number, got it. So like once you submit it online, almost within 2 days, we'll be getting all done. Okay, got it. So, and also they have given caution that you have to be very careful while uploading documents, because many people just for the purpose of like taking a startup number, they will do fake certificate. There is also a capital fine on it of 25,000. Got it? So other areas what we can do by means of the Startup India website is you can go for patent, trademark, and design registration, and you can get statutory fees cut 80% in reduction fees of when you file an IPR. I have already told you funding is available for you, and you can see the total budget the government has. So if you are really have a good like idea, 100% you will be sure to get it off. Okay, got it. So now I told there are a lot of documents that were asked long back, but now the like the Startup India website have stopped asking all this, because it was again they felt it's unnecessary. Why they need to, once they have Aadhaar. And you also should know, like government is planning to make in one like card for everyone. They are going to integrate Aadhaar, driving license, uh, like PAN card, everything together. Alright, so very soon, maybe within 6 months, everybody will have a single card which you can show like a social security number in USA, same like that. Alright, so this procedures have been part of registration. Now they have taken it off. Alright, so like letter of recommendation, no need to recommend, you need not to get a recommendation from letter of funding, that people usually used to say they get a letter from somebody stating that your idea is good, they will fund, and that may be a fake also. So they have removed sanction letters, udyog Aadhaar, MSME certificate, GST certificate. It's not needed for a startup. Got it? So what kind of company can get incorporated? So you can have already something running, but like you haven't, that company should not be older than 2 years. Got it? So, and you should not say I'm going to make a product that is already available in the market. It should be innovative. So you can't say I'm going to make a soap which everybody can make, or you are going to make a sanitizer which anybody can make without even getting a license, because anything that is on body need not to be certified, but win body should be certified. Okay, so they are also giving preference to startups which creates social impact, waste management, especially gas, textiles, railways, education, all that stuff, or given more priority. Got it? So like startup should not receive more than 10 lakhs of monetary support. Got it? So that is also is being done. So other things are more of financial part. I don't want to talk about it. So these are the eligibility criteria for incubators. Got it? So as an incubator, you have to have at least 5 startups running under the incubation physically. Okay, then only they'll be able to sanction the amount. Okay, so who does all that? There is an expert advisory committee who will be doing all this. Okay, so experts advisory committee will comprise all these people like chairman, financial advisors from different departments, which already I have done. Okay, so when you send a form, it doesn't mean that they will approve. They will have a meeting and they'll approve upon your idea, what is the potential impact, novelty, and fund utilization, all that stuff. Okay, so they also do have guidelines for disbursement of seed funds. So once you have a prototype, it is more likely to get it. Okay, so these are the rules. They have certain timeline that within 60 days of receipts of applications of startups, they will be disbursing the seed fund once they like it. Okay, and if you have any grievances that you have not been, it has been a biased decision, then you will be able to contact them also according to Right to Information Act of India. Okay, got it. So you need to have a process of proof concept, process of prototype development, all this to make a successful startup. Okay, so I'm ending this. Hopefully, it was very fruitful. We can even go for part two of this. And I feel like many of you will really look at having your own startup if you're a faculty or a student, and so that you will be able to like come out with something in like advance, like because I, as I already told people, faculty from Harvard University, Stanford University, all the faculty students, they have their own startup ideas, they have startups, they have incubators inside the university. So with this, I complete my lecture. Over to Professor Gaurav.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Dear participants, you can unmute yourself and ask your question if you have any query. One question from Mehul Tiwari. Sir, there is no option for sole proprietor. Can't they apply?
Possible, sir. Sole proprietor can also apply, sir, because they are an individual. So that is what is given on the first step. Okay, so when you are going for sole proprietor, you have to apply as I will explain you.
Okay, any other question?
It is there.
You can unmute yourself and you can ask. Kirti, ma'am, Kirti ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. My question is that I'm working as EDC in charge of my college. So I just want to know, like, is the funding available from government for establishing incubation center at the institute? Like,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Government will call for proposal for setting up incubation within your university or your place. So during that call, you should be first registering yourself as an individual in Startup India. So whenever there is a call, you should apply for the proposal. They will see whether is there any other incubators near you, or you can come out with a novel idea. I'm going other incubators near me or of different sectors, so I'm going to incubate for a particular sector, and you can propose some more ideas so that they will give incubation center for you. You can
okay, thank you, sir. And one more question, like you said that You can, there are certain conditions that the startup should be innovative, some technical or
Yes,
something
ma'am.
like that.
Yes, ma'am. So
But
means
what about the like some in case like someone wants to establish some business and needs some funding amount, then in that case,
yes,
like
ma'am.
it may not be technical one.
No, it need not to be technical. It can be biotechnical or economical or financial, but they want something novel. Okay, so you should not do a process or a product that is already available or well established in the market. So it should be very disruptive and it should give some value to the society, like that they are asking.
Okay, but for that, do we have to apply for patent first and then go for startup?
Yes, yes, ma'am, exactly. So once you don't apply for patent, they will not take your idea because you might say that I have applied here. After that, it got leaked and somebody is using it. So they will ask you to responsibly apply for IPR, then go towards funding, asking for funding.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question? So, yes, Mohan, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
Mohan. Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Sir, I'm a first year student.
Bataiye.
So, sir, in which area should I work?
See, you are a fresher,
Yes,
so
yeah.
you can just work on any technology. But I will say, as I have seen, and Gaurav sir also has seen a lot of startups. You can use AI for anything. Okay, so you can
Yes,
work on AI based anything. It will be a surely hit. And when you complete your third year, fourth year, you will be able. You should be able to create products, or you have to
sir.
create some novel ideas. So you can
Okay.
take the AI area. That is my opinion. And moreover, uh, AI is already available everywhere. You need not to have a separate infrastructure. You can use your mobile to create AI-based product.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. We are, the session is open for the question answer. Yes. Gaurav, you should unmute yourself to ask
Actually,
your
yes, he has
question.
typed the question. I can read out. Sir, my question is that when we travel to anywhere, unfortunately, a vehicle is getting punctured. A lot of problem comes in the vehicle. And I want to make an app to connect all the mechanical and provide best. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, that is a big thing. Like when you go, it's a very good idea, Gaurav Kumar. Um, like like when you go out to especially Yamuna Highway or like the Eastern Peripheral Highway, like whatever it is. Okay, so you have that thing, and I saw like a lot of people even throwing nails so that Gadi will get punctured and they will get it. So there is a possibility you can have an app. It is been an unregularized sector still, and once the app is clicked, so they will automatically find the GPS and come to the place within a particular time. So you don't have to worry about it. Or you can have an app like where already the guys are connected, so they know where you're going, all this stuff. So when you call, like they can automatically come. There can be a lot of branches, or there can be logistic things. Yeah, it's a good idea. You can work on it.
Yes. So, dear student of Galgotia University, there is a notice that you can find your idea submission form on LMS as well as on the website. Our e-cell member and IIC cell member, Mayank, will coordinate with you. If you have any idea and if you want to start your startup, then please meet to me in the our incubation center in the B block of Galgotia University, where admission cell is also running. So you can meet me, or you can meet to the any lead member of e-cell. That is Isan. Mayank is there. So Mayank will coordinate with you. If you have any query, any question, then you can ask. related to Galgotias University E-cell and incubation cell. Okay.
So, hello everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, and we also want your participation with us. We also want your collaboration with us to join IIC and ESL and help our university to grow forward in the field of startup and in the field of innovations. So I'm also sending a link in the chat box. If you are interested to join us in IIC, you are invited there. And if you have any doubt regarding IIC or ESL, you may definitely contact me, Gaurav sir, or any of the IIC member. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now I would like to facilitate our invited speaker, Professor Bala Murugan sir. Sir, Bala sir.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir, please accept memento of honor.
Yes, sir. I'm
from
accepting.
the IIC on the behalf of IIC family.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for you, sir. Thank you. So I'm leaving, sir. Thank you, sir. Good day.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Perfect.
There is a Krishna Kumar. If you have any query, please ask. Krishna Kumar, what is mandatory? I didn't get you. Am I audible to you, Krishna Kumar?